All right, so we'll review the euro pairs very quickly. So in this section, I'm going to review some of the euro pairs. I'll start from the euro dollar. As I mentioned, this market is at a 50%. This market could actually trade higher as well. This market is currently continuing its sequence of measured move, lateral sequence of measured move here, and it could go as high as going to test to 112.35. That's really related to what the dollar index is doing. For now, anyway, I would be very, very cautious. The dump money here start having interest. If this market goes lower, we could see another test of 111. And once the situation is clear, if the dollar index will regain strength, this is going to become a short again at these levels or at 12.35. Pound, euro pound, you already touched on this, Max. I'm going to be very, very quick. This was an extension, long continuation high, but was also participation from dump money, as you can see here. This dump money here can be lost at any time. And if this market loses the dump money area here, we're going to see a move lower into 0.87. It's going to help price into that level that we will be watching. Okay, and FX Ambassador, good evening. And by the way, good evening to Greg, JS, FX Ambassador, Nicholas Costa. I will review the pound later on in the next section. So next, Euro Swiss franc, we talk extensively about it. I'm not going to touch on it. You can review the previous section when we review the opportunity of last week and next week. So Euro Australian dollar, this is a very interesting market. We have to keep an eye on it because this market has not done it yet. Although this market has been very iffy and has not touched the 50% in the past, and Greg and others can remember that. I believe that this 140, 70, 75 is not traded yet. So the level I'm going to watch is the 146.11. In fact, this is going to be one of the recommendations for this and next week as well. There is interest from dump bear money there, and we could see this market trade this level, and if not retesting the 140.70, at least retest previous lows here. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Euro Canadian dollar, very, very strong market, and we mentioned the reason in the past weeks, because this market has actually moved laterally on top of a bull monthly area here, and it's really going now for the 50% retrace there. When we look at the daily, there was really a market moving in extension, very little structure here. And that's what we're seeing at the moment as well. If I have to look at the retrace here on the 50 on the daily time frame, the only thing I would look at, and this is very bad for the Canadian dollar actually, we will need to study this. These are all extensions on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so you know, this market, I don't see it retracing a lot here. And let's give a quick look on the 4-hour time frame. That money supporting this price, of course, and you know, we can see extensions at play here. You know, I would do a full analysis for my students, obviously, but a level for sure that you want to keep in mind is the extension from these highs to new highs. And as you can see here, this extension on the 4-hour has traded already. So if this holds and gets the help from bull money, bull down money here, the 148.30 should hold on this time frame and actually propel this market a little bit higher into 149.45 and 150. Okay. Next, euro versus New Zealand dollar here, and this market, it has showed a 50%, which I've not shown, I believe, on the free show here, but I showed it in the review I do for my students. As you can see here, we saw this market stopping at that 50% aided by the weekly dump money, the start of the weekly dump money here. And then, of course, the daily dump money was also positioned already on the short side. So what we are looking for in this market is actually a continuation lower into the first target of this measured movement. Notice, though, that this market is still on top of that long-term first target. And you will see that algorithms will keep taking profits at these levels again, as we can see here, and here, and here, again here, and possibly here. So you want to take partial profit in this market if you're shorting and trying to bring the remaining the 149.50 level. And finally, for this section, the euro versus Japanese yen, and this market here, when we look at the weekly, it's really moving laterally here, and we know that this sequence, one sequence that we considered here is this sequence here, which is still in play, but this market is actually battling with this area. So I don't see a strong case for a short continuing what smart money has started here, and it's possible for this market to to rally. For this market to rally, we will need to see strength in the euro and weakness in the Japanese yen at the moment. Obviously, the opposite's happening, right? So money is coming out from the dollar index and from dollar and getting into the other pairs, euro dollar, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, which offered a surprise here, and that's money coming up from the dollar and getting into these other strong pairs. Okay, and this concludes this review of the euro related forex pairs. And if you like what you see, you can always publish a link on your Twitter account. Thanks for watching.